All right, Coach, so you mentioned Kaden Prather there. Obviously, W fans are stoked. You're talking about a kid who essentially could have went literally anywhere in the whole country. He stays fairly close there. I think has a relationship with a couple coaches. But overall, just tell Mountaineer fans what they can expect out of him, and how he's been coaching and all that.
So to start with, physically, he's got an NFL receiver body right now. He's 6'3", close to 210, runs legit 4.4. He ran a 4.4 when he came up for camp at West Virginia, and we never even really got a chance to work on him running his 40. Like that's without a lot of training. Like I think if he really worked at it, he could probably get down to a 4.3. He's never really worked at it that hard. It just kind of comes natural for him. His speed is excellent. He's explosive, very strong, like a really, really strong kid for his size, for being a receiver. Most receivers aren't strong. He could play. We've talked about this as a coaching staff. He's one of the few players I've ever coached that could play any position on the football field. Wow. In high school. Seriously, we had him at the end, to rush in nickel situations. He can play corner. He can cover anybody. His cover skills are great. I know that the offensive coaches up there probably don't want me to say that too loud. But he's phenomenal in coverage, and just a good kid, very receptive, intelligent, and he gets the game. He understands the game, which is big.
So you mentioned the coaching staff. So our previous coaching staff in West Virginia, this is a kid that they probably wouldn't even have went after. But Neil Brown has kind of started to turn it around and put more work in on the recruiting trail. So did you meet any of them? What's your impression of Neil Brown and the coaches who ever recruited Kaden?
So I have met Neil Brown a few times, and he's reached out, and we've talked, and he just is a very genuine person, and he cares. I think it's infectious. The whole staff seems to be that way. They truly care about the kids, and it's family for them, and you can tell from when you meet them, and I think that makes a huge difference. It's what kids want.
Absolutely. So was it interesting during Caden's recruiting process? You had about every coach in America coming to you, talking to you. Tell us about that.
It was pretty neat. We had some of the big ones. We had Nick Saban, and actually our offensive coordinator is Chris Samuels, who played for the Redskins for 10 seasons and played at Alabama. So,
oh wow!
And he coached at Alabama for a year, like an intern type thing, where he coached there for a year, and so he knows Saban really well. And they came, and it was neat to see, Coach Samuels with Saban, and then some of their other coaches, and that was really cool. Seeing those guys and getting to meet all the coaches and whatnot. There's a lot of really neat personalities out there, in college football. To be at that level, you got to be pretty special.
Well, that's one thing. Saban owes us. He's a West Virginia boy. He didn't stay home local to coach us, so he owed us a big-time recruit like Kaden.
You're right.
Yeah, every once in a while, he just has to, throw us a bone here or something.
Yeah. Well, definitely, when we get a recruit, when West Virginia fans see a recruit like Kaden, it's like the first thing you think is, well, he better not flip. Because, you got Oklahoma coming, Ohio State, Alabama. That's one of our biggest worries. But it looks like he's pretty committed, going to enroll in January. Yeah,
he is. He's locked in. I think he loves the staff. I think he feels very comfortable with everyone up there. He's actually pretty good friends with David Okali.
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to be a heck of a football player himself. I was supposed to coach David in the Big 33, which is the all-star game between Maryland and West Virginia. Maryland and Pennsylvania in the Big 33. So it's played in Hershey every year. And so he was on that roster, David Okali was. And, I was looking forward to coaching him in that game. But that got canceled like everything else. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, Coach, again, we do thank you for your time. We don't want to take too much of your time. We do wish you the best. We really hope you guys can get playing, even if it's the spring. We know it's tough. We're just fans, and we know it's super tough. So best of luck with that. And, again, we really appreciate you taking some time out and talking to us.